Hey Team Remedy. So the first bit of this training requires us to get a little bit personal and tell each other why we want to be a Beachbody coach. And this why might change over the course of days or weeks or months or years, depending on what you're doing with the program and how you're coaching. And to tell you the truth, it took me a really long time to really figure out what my why for doing this is. And the funny thing is that I've sat down to do this video a ton of times and I've required it from my coaches, and I've never showed anyone my why video. And it sounds so hypocritical to make you guys make these why videos and to say, remember your why, and watch your video and refine it and do it. And here I am without a why video to show you. I have one. I've just never showed it to anyone. And there's going to come a point in, your business when your why changes and you really figure out the real meaning of why you're doing this. And you might have figured that out already, but for me, it took a little digging. So I grew up, a really confident person. And when I switched schools in sixth grade, it was my first ever experience with being bullied. And the reason why I was bullied was because I was so nice to other people and so caring that I got walked on and stepped on just for, trying to help other people. And of course, my mom, always said, you have to think about yourself sometimes and you can't always help everybody. And the funny thing is now I see it with my niece. She's so empathetic and so sympathetic to everybody. And I see sometimes, she's sad because people walk all over her and, I kind of want to give her some advice and things like that. But I know that she's going to have to figure it out for herself like I did. So I always was an advocate for the underdog. Anybody who needed help, or people who were being bullied for themselves, I would always stick up for, because I just was passionate about helping people realize their true potential. And I didn't really grow into that until I was in high school, and I really accepted who I was and that it's okay to want to help people and to be nice to people. And, at that point when I was confident in who I was again, I stopped getting, made fun of and bullied and things like that. I actually won the humanitarian award at our high school graduation because I was into a lot of volunteer work and, things like that. But, all in all is I always had this passion for helping people, especially people who couldn't help themselves. And then in college, I found myself in a relationship with someone who it was completely counteractive to that new person that I had found and become. And there I was, back to feeling insecure and trying to fit into a personality that somebody else, wanted for me, or somebody else thought I should be. And I lost that passion for sticking up for people and showing people that, they can be whoever they want to be and whoever they were meant to be, just by having someone there on their side. And I lost that, and I let somebody do that to me. And I know, it's more than that, and it's a story I don't want to tell right now. But long story short is, when I decided that enough was enough with my own health, that, I went and I gained, 45 pounds from, when I was in my early 20s, and when I was so fit to begin with, and I was always, really confident in the way that I looked, and I looked at a picture of myself and I was like, who is that person? And I helped myself get fit. Right then and there, I knew that I had found like my calling. I knew I liked to help people and things like that, but I was like, I can help other people do this. And that was when I first got into teaching group fitness and and taking group fitness really, and learning from other instructors, and it was just my gateway into helping people get fit and healthy. So, long story short, I feel like I babbled at you, but long story short, my why is to be that voice for someone who has lost theirs and to help that person get it back. And when people tell me in the challenge groups that all the non-scale victories that these people have, and and how good they feel about themselves, never mind that they're losing weight, never mind that they're getting muscles or they're losing inches, but the mental transformation that these people go through is really my why. And just to be back to the point where I know that I'm helping people, and I know that I'm helping people get themselves back. That is why I'm a Beachbody coach. And so when things get tough, Success Club is hard to get, or I didn't make a business goal, or I didn't meet a deadline, set forth by Beachbody, or I feel like I'm having a bad month, or nobody wants to buy anything, or what, what I mean? All those excuses that can come up and can be like, why am I even doing this? I remember why. I remember that it's not about selling challenge packs. It's not about selling Shakeology. It's about sharing what has worked and letting people know that that I'm there to help them, not just physically, but find themselves again and be the best person that they can be and change their life. And once I remember that, once I go back to my true why, everything else becomes easier. It just does. So what I want to leave you with is, think about why you're doing this. Think about why you want to be a coach, and never mind the money. The money's good, right? Like if you can run your own business, and any business is good. Any business that you make money, it's good and it's fulfilling. But behind any business that someone starts, there's also a why. There's also a passion. Find that passion, because it will get you through the hard times, to know deep down inside what that why is. So dig a little deep. And like I said, it might change over the course of days, years, months, whatever. But it's really important that you find that why. So I look forward to seeing your videos, and thanks for listening to me babble at you. And I can't wait to help you guys be successful coaches. No matter what your passion and what your why is, we're going to make it so that it drives you to be successful in this business to whatever you want to achieve. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.